The email arrived at 4:17 a.m. Not loud, not dramatic, just a quiet notification that would split my life clean in two. Subject: account access revoked. I stared at the screen, half awake, heart suddenly very alert. The account was mine, or at least it had been. I rolled out of bed slowly, careful not to wake her. She was sleeping peacefully beside me, breathing evenly, like someone with no secrets left to hide. My wife Amanda, 48, financial consultant, respected, admired, trusted, or so I thought. I opened my banking app, logged in, or tried to. Access denied. I sat on the edge of the bed, cold spreading through my chest. Not panic, recognition. This was intentional. At 6:30 a.m. she finally spoke. "We need to talk." She said it casually, like she was asking me to pass the salt. I already moved the money. She continued, "I don't think you should have access anymore." I looked at her, really looked. This woman I had been married to for 22 years, the mother of my son, the partner I trusted with everything. Why? She didn't hesitate, because I'm done pretending. I built this life. You just existed in it. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't argue. I simply asked, "How much?" She smiled. Everything. That was the moment I understood. This wasn't a fight. It was a takeover. What Amanda didn't know, what she couldn't know, was that I had spent 30 years building something quietly, something she never bothered to look at, because it didn't sparkle. She thought I was retired, comfortable, dependent. She had no idea that I owned 42% of a logistics company she advised clients to avoid. She had no idea that my name wasn't on the accounts she emptied, because it was never supposed to be. And she had no idea that the moment she locked me out, she triggered protections she didn't understand. By noon, my lawyer had called. By evening, her firm had frozen her credentials. By midnight, she was crying in a house she no longer controlled. And I had not said a single angry word, because the strongest moves are the ones made quietly. By the next morning, Amanda had moved fast, faster than I expected, but not smarter. At 7:12 a.m. my phone started buzzing. Not calls, notifications, emails, texts, alerts. My name, everywhere. She had gone to war, and she chose reputation as her weapon. The first email came from a longtime client, polite, careful, just checking in. Heard some concerning things. Hope everything is okay. Then another. By 9 a.m., I knew exactly what she was doing. Amanda was telling people I was unstable, that I was suffering from cognitive decline, that I had made poor financial decisions, that she was protecting our assets from me. She knew how dangerous those words were. She worked in finance. She knew how whispers could destroy trust faster than facts. By noon, her firm placed me on an internal watch list. Accounts flagged, not frozen, but watched. She wanted me isolated, cut off, discredited. She wanted me desperate. What she didn't know was that I had already forwarded every alert to my attorney. At 1:30 p.m., I sat in a quiet office downtown, across from a man who didn't blink easily. Marcus Bell, forensic financial litigator, the kind of lawyer corporations hire when things get ugly. He reads silently, scrolling, pausing, making notes. Then he looked up. She moved money without consent. She restricted access without court order. She made defamatory statements to clients. He leaned back. She didn't just cross a line. She sprinted past it. I didn't smile. I didn't celebrate. I just nodded. What happens next? Marcus tapped his pen. Next, we document everything. Then we let her keep talking. Because people like her Can't stop. That night, I stayed at a small apartment I had kept quiet for years. Not secret, just unused. Amanda never asked, never noticed. At 10:43 p.m., she called. I answered. Why aren't you responding? She demanded. I kept my voice calm. Because everything you say is evidence now. She laughed. Sharp, brittle. You think you're smarter than me. I paused. Number. I think you're predictable. She hung up. Minutes later, a post appeared online. Anonymous, but obvious. A story about a washed-up husband. A financial burden. A risk. Comments poured in. Speculation. Judgment. I took screenshots. Every one. At midnight, Marcus emailed. We just triggered the audit. She doesn't know yet. I closed my laptop. Turned off the lights. Outside, the city was quiet. Inside, the foundation under her was already cracking. Because when someone tries to erase you, they often expose themselves. And Amanda had just started digging. The audit began quietly. No announcements, no warnings, just a shift. Amanda noticed it before anyone else. I know because she called me at 8:06 a.m. Her voice was sharp, controlled, but underneath, cracked. Why is compliance asking for my files? I stayed silent. She continued. They want transaction histories, client communication, internal notes. I waited. Let her speak. This is routine, right? She said too quickly. I finally replied. If it's routine, you wouldn't be calling me. She hung up. By noon, her office access badge stopped working. Not revoked, just limited. The kind of limitation that makes people watch you. At 2 p.m., Marcus called. They found the first inconsistency. He said, she routed client funds through a shadow account. Small amounts. Repeated. Over years. I closed my eyes. Not in shock. In confirmation. Amanda had always believed rules were for people without confidence. That evening, my son called. Dad, Mom says you're trying to destroy her. I felt the familiar ache, but kept my voice steady. Number. Am letting the truth surface. He was quiet. She said you were jealous. He said. I paused. I said, people who tell the truth don't need to rewrite history. 2 days later, the audit expanded. More files, more emails, more questions. Amanda stopped calling, started texting. You think you're winning. You have no idea who you're dealing with. I saved it. Then came the letter. Formal, neutral, unforgiving. Suspension pending investigation. She arrived home that night early. Too early. I was already there, sitting at the kitchen table. She froze. What are you doing here? I looked up. Living here. Still. She laughed nervously. This isn't over. I nodded. Number. It isn't. She leaned forward. Drop this. She whispered. We can fix it. For the first time, I looked at her. Not as my wife. Not as my enemy. As a stranger. You already fixed it. I said. Just not the way you wanted. Her phone buzzed. Once. Then again. She checked it. Her face drained. Clients were pulling out. One by one. She sank into a chair. I didn't touch her. Didn't raise my voice. I stood. Grabbed my jacket. Where are you going? She asked. To let professionals finish. I said. At the door. I stopped. You tried to erase me, but all you did was expose yourself. I left. Behind me, the house was silent, and somewhere in a conference room, her name was being read aloud, attached to numbers. She could no longer hide. She found me 3 days later, not at the house, not at the office, at the place she never noticed, the small logistics terminal outside the city. Concrete floors, steel doors, Quiet power. I was walking the floor, checking numbers, talking to managers, doing what I had done for decades. Building. She stood near the entrance, smaller somehow, less sharp, like gravity had finally caught up. "We need to talk," she said. I nodded, led her to a glass office, closed the door. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then she broke. "Please, just make it stop." Her voice cracked. Not dramatic, not manipulative, just tired. The audit, the suspensions, the clients leaving, the board. She whispered, "They are destroying me." I leaned back. "Number." I said, "They are responding." She looked up. "I didn't know." She said, "I didn't know about the protections, the triggers, the oversight." I met her eyes. "You didn't want to know." Silence. Then anger flared. "You planned this." She snapped. I shook my head. "I planned for honesty. You planned for control." Her hands trembled. "I thought you were weak." I didn't smile. "You confused quiet with powerless." She swallowed. "What do you want?" The question hung between us. Not revenge, not money, truth. "I want the narrative corrected," I said. "Every lie withdrawn, every accusation documented as false." She nodded quickly. "Done. One, want my name restored, publicly, professionally, again." She nodded. "And I want you to understand something." She waited. "You didn't lose because I fought you. You lost because you underestimated patience." Tears fell. She didn't wipe them away. "I didn't know who you were anymore," she said. I stood. Neither did I. By the end, I opened the door. "This is where we stop," I said. "The rest is out of my hands." Weeks later, the findings were released. Misconduct, breach of fiduciary duty, intentional misrepresentation. Her license revoked. Her firm settled. Quietly. No jail, no spectacle. Just consequence. My name cleared. Clients returned. The company expanded. My son came by one evening, sat beside me. "Quiet. I'm proud of you," he said. I nodded. Not because I won, but because I didn't become her. That night, I stood outside, watched the lights of the terminal glow. I had lost a marriage, but I had kept myself, and that was worth everything.